What's poppin'? It's your boy Busy Gang Rob. Today we talking about Snoop Dogg acquiring Death Row Records, bro, and what all this shit means right now, bro. Now let's really get into this shit, bro. Snoop Dogg was one of the first artists on Death Row Records to blow, bro, and really take that shit out the motherfucking, probably the first one, you feel me, to really take it out the motherfucking stratosphere. Now check it out. Snoop Dogg motherfucking was on Death Row with Tupac, Lady of Rage, a Dog Pound, motherfucking bruh, countless motherfucking names, bro. Dr. Dre, Tupac, bro. Everybody was on motherfucking Death Row, bro. It was so many people on Death Row in the 90s. The 90s was Death Row and Bad Boy. Now, Tupac, after everything he went through, and if you remember, him and motherfucking Suge Knight was not always on the best of terms. Yeah, they made up, allegedly, I guess, over the last couple years. But I believe this is a war move right here. You know what I'm saying? You can lose a lot of battles, but you can win this war. Yeah. Snoop lost some battles, you know what I'm saying? Suge Knight in the Death Row, you feel me, in the past, you know what I'm saying? Having to walk away with nothing and go over the motherfucking No Limit with Master P. Shout out to Master P, showing young black entrepreneurs how to actually stay active in this game and acquire generational wealth. You see what Snoop doing? He gave Snoop the game, bro, after he left Death Row, even though he acquired a lot of game from Suge Knight in his time in the industry. But after he left motherfucking Death Row and went over to No Limit, Snoop became a boss from there on out. You get what I'm saying? But also, there's the flip side to this. There's people saying that Snoop Dogg is not a good businessman and he needs better business tact. And I'm gonna bring you a video of Jewel. You feel me? She was also an artist on Death Row when Snoop Dogg was, and she's gonna talk about some of the pros and cons of what she went through. And if Snoop Dogg can handle a certain couple things, he'd be a good. She feels he'll be a good CEO. They were talking about, I guess, that Snoop had a lot of talent that he didn't push on his Doghouse or Dog Style record. I think it's Doghouse Productions or Doghouse Records. He did have a lot of. He had the Snoopettes or whatever it is. You know what I mean? He had Doggy Style. He had a lot of people on there. He had the East Siders. You get what I'm saying? Trey D and Goldie Loke. I felt like we knew about him where we was at. You feel me? Where I was at, bruh. You know what I'm saying? We know all about the East Siders. You get what I'm saying? So. But when you look into on the business side, you get what I'm saying, you want to know exactly what's going on with Snoop before you actually say, okay, because you like him as an artist, that he'd be okay to be a CEO of a top-notch record label. But with Snoop actually acquired, he said he acquired it because he felt like it was being mismanaged and led in the wrong direction. And he would be the best one to know, you feel me? He was there when Death Row was known to be one of the most dangerous labels to ever have had worked at. You get what I'm saying? So that's why in my generation, bro, you get what I'm saying? I was born in 88. If you was born in my generation or after that, you know all about motherfucking Death Row. You know all about how Snoop Dogg and Suge Knight and Tupac and Dr. Dre and all them was revered and admired, and bruh, like they were envied. These were the niggas, bruh. Like there were nobody bigger than Death Row. There was nothing bigger than Death Row but Death Row in the 90s. You get what I'm saying? So with Tupac actually acquiring a record label that he had to leave broke.
No Limit. Master P gave me a lesson on all of this shit. Like sat me down and explained everything. And he took me to Louisiana. We drove around it. He said, pick out the house you like. Picked out the house I like. Had the paperwork. That's the first thing that was in my name. Me and my wife, C Murder, drove us down there. Picked out a truck for me. Picked out one for her. In my name. First car is in my name. Account. Here's your accountant. This is your accountant. This is what they do. They take care of your business. They take care of your taxes. They pay your bills. Okay, I didn't know all that. I just thought niggas just put money in the shoebox under the bed and live like that. Structure. Business.
He had to leave Death Row broke. Nothing. No masters. No nothing. And go to No Limit. But he made something out of nothing, bruh. And look where the fuck he at 20 years later. Salute the big Snoop Dogg out of LA, man, out of Long Beach, man, to be specific, you feel me? Hey, bro, salute to you, man. I do this for the people. Y'all be safe, man. Y'all pay attention and watch these motherfucking clips I'm about to bring to y'all so y'all can get some game about this Death Row history and what Snoop actually really just accomplished. Y'all be safe. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.
I think it's good that he wants to help Death Row go into the right direction. What struck me immediately was when he said that he would sign a bunch of new talent and put them out, which I expected probably to hear the first thing out of his mouth was like, we'll get the original artist straight first, and then, I'll begin to incorporate new talent. So that was the only thing that kind of like threw me off a little bit. But Snoop is a smart businessman, you know what I'm saying? And from what I heard, he's doing some good things over at Def Jam. So I don't think that would be a bad idea. But at the same time, I kind of listen to, like the East Siders, Doggy's Angels and people like that who say that they were with his label and they weren't being treated fairly. So I don't want that to end up being the same scenario for even some new artists. Because you have to look at everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a total picture. So you have to look at the total picture. But I will say this. Snoop has grown as an individual and as a businessman. So just like me in my past, you can't have people forever judge you for your past. So maybe he's learned how to facilitate and treat everyone better.
Right, yeah, I think the label you talking about, was it called Doghouse or something like that? His label?
I believe so. Because you got Big Chan over there from the Doggy's Angels. I mean, they had a nice album, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't really get a good push. And the East Siders, they was hard as hell, like Trady and all. So, Snoop had a lot of talent too on his label. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of talent. And then he still, like Daz is his cousin. So he still got the affiliation with Daz and Corrupt. So I think it could pan out to be a good thing if he's graduated into a well-rounded businessman and he's willing to actually push the artists that you put out. Because it's important to stay behind your artists and push them to their highest level and their greatest potential. So if he does that, yes, that would be great. Now let me just break this down. I could be wrong, but it's 20 plus years since those records have been released. And although they did acquire the catalog, after 20 plus years, the artists on those records, they get control of their music back. So what can the new Death Row do if they don't work it out with the artists as far as releasing the music? So right now, they're just doing a lot of promotions to keep the legacy going. So you have to look at it like that. They're doing the smart thing right now, because why would you start re-releasing records that, okay, you acquired the catalog, but after 20 plus years, these artists are now back in control of their destiny. So if you're not willing to work it out with the artists right now, they're going to do red carpet events and give out a lot of chains to other people that's on the West Coast that didn't have anything to do with Death Row. But you know what I'm saying? It's all promotions, I guess.
On all of this shit. Like, sat me down and explained everything. And he took me to Louisiana. We drove around the neighborhood. He said, pick out the house you like. Picked out the house I like. Had the paperwork. That's the first thing that was in my name, ever. Took me to the dealership. Me and my wife, C-Murder, drove us down there. Picked out a truck for me, picked out one for her. In my name. First car is in my name. Account. Here's your accountant. This is your accountant. This is what they do. They take care of your business. They take care of your taxes. They pay your bills. Okay, I didn't know all that. I just thought niggas just put money in the shoebox under the bed and live like that. Structure. Business. You gotta invest. Real estate. This nigga had a mall. This nigga had a whole mall when I was on No Limit. Had gas stations. This nigga had different money. The shit that was showing me like, okay, I gotta think different when I get back to LA. I can't just buy shit and not invest in shit. So P showed me like the business, like I was explaining to you earlier. Death Row means more to me because I helped create that.
Right.
I think they should give me that, let me run that shit, put the merchandise out, put the music all over the world.
Oh my God.
Find some new acts, some new West Coast acts, because there's so many acts. Just look at it like this. If they'd have gave it to me 5 years ago, I would have had Roddy Ricch, Ty Dolla $ign, YG. Anything coming out the West would have been on death row.
Right.
Tell me I'm lying.
You ain't.
Tell me I'm lying.
I mean, you connected, so they can't say you're
If
lying.
I'm running Death Row Records, and all them little niggas need a deal, and they all my nephews, not in all, I fucked with them all before they had deals.
Right.
If I had a position, this would have been an easy, come on in,
Layup.
you up under the logo.